Well, Bayer CEO has ruled out the possibility of spinning off the company's crop science division as a separate business. Host of Real Ag Radio, Sean Haney, joins us now with the very latest on this topic. Sean, so good to have you with us. Is this a final decision, or will it be reviewed again in the future?
Yeah, great to be with you here this morning. So, in the news conference yesterday, Bill Anderson, the CEO, he had mentioned that he had completed this thorough review of the current structure, which included not just the ag division, but also consumer health and pharmaceuticals. He was quoted saying, in short, on the question of structure, our answer is not now, and this shouldn't be misunderstood as never. So clearly, the spinoff or a sale of the crop science division of Bayer is not this is not a done deal, but it is essentially somewhat of a pause at this time. So yeah, I guess we can put this to bed for now, but I'm sure it's going to come back if they do address some of the barriers that he does mention.
Now, did the Bayer CEO say anything about some ongoing litigation?
Well, he absolutely did. He actually put it in a list of when he talked about some of these barriers that the company, he basically said four major challenges that they're facing right now. One, and like you just mentioned, ongoing litigation against glyphosate in the U.S. That's definitely one of the issues they've really been battling and kind of understating that. Also, the loss of exclusivities in pharmaceuticals, high debt levels, and internal bureaucracy as one of the four things that they are facing. In terms of those lawsuits, he says, as for the glyphosate court cases, which were inherited from that $63 billion purchase of Monsanto going back to 2018, Anderson said while the company is seeing an average reduction in court-awarded amounts of around 90%, the company is really looking to resolve more cases outside of the courts and trying to find settlement as quickly as possible. And obviously, maybe there could be financial considerations for that, from minimizing legal costs, but also trying to find an expedited or more rapid path to conclusion to put this main barrier behind them.
Right. So now Bayer is currently implementing a new operating system for that country. How will that change things, you think?
Yeah, so there was actually a rollout of this new operating model in Canada going back a couple weeks ago, and they have been doing the same thing in other countries as well. Anderson said they're focused on overhauling internal operations. Now, this includes reducing the number of employee layers between the CEO and the customer. So he talks about how in some cases there was essentially 12 layers between him and the customer. The company is also working on having managers responsible for a minimum of 15 employees instead of what would be more common is more in that 4 to 6 range. So this is going to be a major shift. Obviously, this potentially comes with any sort of big corporate reshuffling, comes with potential job losses, which I think has a lot of people watching very, very closely. But they're obviously looking to make some major changes, not only in terms of the external business with customers, but also how they function internally, as it was definitely mentioned by Bill Anderson, the CEO, is one of the things they have to work on.
Yeah, big corporate player there in the ag sector. Before I let you go, let's talk about what we can expect from your show this afternoon.
Oh, looking forward to it, as always. We always have a great show on Real Ag Radio. What we're going to do today is we're going to hear from Tyler Shao. He is a market analyst with agmarket.net. We're going to find out what's going on in the wheat and canola market, specifically for Western Canadian producers and farmers growing both those crops in the northern plains of the U.S. And we're also going to look at some of our Canadian Farmer Sentiment Index data related to how livestock producers see the year ahead financially in comparison to crop-only farmers. Some interesting differences there indeed.
Yeah, well, we look forward to that. That's host of Real Ag Radio, Sean Haney. We appreciate your time. This Real Ag Radio update is brought to you by Heads Up Plant Protectants. You can go to headsupst.com for more information on their product line. And you can catch Sean on his show, Real Ag Radio, which airs at 4:30 p.m. Eastern weekdays on Rural Radio, Channel 147 on Sirius XM. And we'll talk to him again here on Market Day Report tomorrow.